All right, we're going. What a blessing reside. What a blessing reside. Y'all, that didn't crack me up. But today I'm coming with a review for P Valley episode 2 and 3. I got a little behind, but I'm here to go ahead and catch y'all up. So let's go ahead and start with episode 2. So auditions were held, even though Mercedes didn't like it, but we saw some interesting people. The white guy, the plus size guy. Apparently, he was on TikTok, and I'm gonna need to follow him. I need to check him out. Old girl put the balloon down her throat, and somebody was scooting across the floor. But as we can see, the girl with the pink hair, her name is Big Bone. As y'all know, that is Miracle Watts. She is a IG baddie. And she is also in a relationship with the actor that plays Diamond on P Valley, and they are actually with child. So yeah, I'm assuming that they met on set, but yeah, they're a thing now. So um, so this review may be out of order because I didn't go back and watch it. So I'm like, okay, let me just try to jot down some key points. But I'm pretty sure the main thing that stood out in this episode was definitely the root work that or the hoodoo that Diamond was doing on Mercedes. I mean, that definitely caught me off guard. And episode 2 was really kind of scary, actually, especially when Montavious his when his ghost it popped up on the camera. So I'm like, oh my god. And when Big L and or maybe it was Big L, Autumn, and Uncle Clifford when they were in the room, they were saying how well they noticed that the blood was on the wall, and Autumn was like, blood will always bleed back. Now, I've been on TikTok and I saw that someone had a theory and they were saying that Montavious was in the wall. I don't know if I necessarily agree with that. Because just because they said it'll bleed back, I just assumed that they meant if you try to cover up blood with like a white coat, the blood will like it'll always seep through. That's what I thought. What do y'all think his body is? I mean, I know when they kidnapped Uncle Clifford, he said something about chopping a body into pieces and throwing them in a river, but I'm not sure. I mean, maybe I mean, because if his body was in the wall, you would smell it. So I mean, maybe he's under. I don't know. I don't know where he is. But I mean, I guess we'll find out. So Um, if y'all notice when Lil Murders, when his engineer or whatever, when he was in the studio, there was a young lady in there, and we didn't see her face, but they showed her nails. And if y'all notice her nails, there were flames on them. And y'all know who the hot girl is, Miss Megan Thee Stallion herself. So I'm not gonna assume that her and Lil Murder are gonna do a song together. So I know we're gonna see Megan later on in the season. So moving on to the tearjerker that I got when Lil Murda showed up to the house and he was, leaving a message for Clifford, and Clifford not knowing that Lil Murda sees him, behind the door. Y'all, that just really touched me so bad. I mean, I just wish that he would have told him that he saw him, but I guess they played it out how they needed to or whatever. But that just really did something to me, and I don't know when is Clifford gonna when is he gonna put this whatever it is to the side and finally, give him another chance. Um so we meet Teak. Is it just me, but when they introduced Teak, I'm thinking it's gonna be like this hard person. Like he just didn't look like how I expected him to. My mama actually said that he looked like D. Ray Davis. So they do kind of look like they could be related or something. But I don't know if I know it's not just me because other people have said it, but if y'all go back and watch episode 2, the way that Lil Murda looked when he hugged Teak, something went off with me, and I'm just like, it's just the way that he looked. It was the look that he made. It was a look that said it was more than he just missed his homeboy being in jail. I definitely think that they had some history, but I'm not sure if they actually had some history, like as in like shared, like, okay. I think that they had feelings for each other or something and they never acted on them. That's what I think. It's either that or they did act on those feelings and they act like it never happened. But I'm kind of leaning more towards there were some feelings there, but they both never just acted on them because being DL men and they are in a gang. You know what I'm saying? Like that's just you too hard for that. So that's what I'm leaning towards. And that's really all I got. Those are all the notes that I got for season two. I mean, episode two. So I'm just gonna move on to episode three. So this episode, the song when Roulette was dancing. Shout out to the rapper Pap Chanel. She's actually a rapper from Middle Georgia, Milledgeville to be exact. I saw her name pop out and I was like, okay, what I'm saying, the 478, the 478, then getting some recognition on P Valley. So shout out to her. And the girl Roulette, I know who she reminds, who she is. I'm like, she looks familiar, but if y'all watch Insecure, she was the black girl that the other black girl besides Molly that was at her law firm. And y'all remember she was talking real loud and Molly was trying to tell her to tone it down, but the girl got offended that Molly said that. And I think like on the end of the episode, Molly, and the viewers, we saw that the the white people at the law firm was, trying to tell her to tone it down. So that's who that girl was. I'm like, dang, she looks familiar, but I don't know her name. But yeah. So yeah, Roulette, she's giving a private dance. She's doing her thing. And old girl broke the rules. All these rules that Uncle Clifford got. Yeah, Roulette, she's definitely gonna be a problem. I mean, she broke that rule. I mean, the dude gave her a stack and she did it. You know what I'm saying? She gave him, she performed some fellatio. And as we can see, another dude came up in the club and expected that same thing. So yeah, she's gonna cause some problems. And I think that it's gonna be some problems between her and Clifford as well as the other girls. So watch what I say. Moving on to Terica coming to the church to get some boxes. Y'all, Patrice cussed Terica out. One thing about Patrice, like she does not play. It's like I'm so upset at Patrice for what she did to Mercedes last season, but I'm also rooting for her. Like, does anybody else feel the same way? Like they're kind of like on Patrice's side a little bit when it comes to the mayor and this former pastor that, she went to the church and he wasn't doing what he was supposed to do, and she got her own church. But the way that she got it, it's like I can't really root for you like that. But it's like on this episode, I was rooting for her, and I'm actually glad that Patrice gave Terica more than enough, that she needed. I'm thinking that Terica's mom, the one who raised her, that she was had COVID or something and didn't want to go to the hospital. Kind of find out this lady is drunk boots. So okay, we'll get to that later. I'm trying to go down my list correctly. So, white girl at the gas station, she was scared to death when Lil Murda, Wody, and Mississippi came in there and they had them flags on their face. Like she was inches away from pressing that button so the cops could come. I just thought that was funny. She was scared as hell. Um, okay, this little game that they're playing when somebody pass out, I'm gonna need for them to stop because it's really scaring me. And like my girl Ashley Miller said, y'all check her out. I feel like it's like a foreshadow to somebody death. Like that's how like I just need for them to stop. Because when Teak did it in the last episode, I really thought something was wrong with him. Like I really did. And then see, before I watched episode two, my mama had already told me it was some root work going on. When Teak did that in the hearse, I'm thinking somebody, is stabbing him in the neck with a dang. Somebody got a voodoo doll and they're stabbing him. Couldn't find it. It's just a game. So I'm gonna need y'all to cut it out. Just cut it out. So we see Big Frida. Oh yeah. Press pause. I now know that Uncle Clifford's pronoun is she. So if y'all hear me saying he, my apologies. I think it's just the uncle because uncle is a male. I'm just automatically my brain is just gonna go to she. So Uncle Clifford is she. That is her pronoun. I just want to say that. And the reason I thought about that because I said Big Frida, and I'm not even sure what Big Frida's pronoun is either. I don't know if he's he or she. But Big Frida opens up the tour, and y'all, Mississippi looks so good in that red. Champagne, campaign, champagne, campaign. Man, they look so good. Mercedes, Mercedes goes to Coach. Yeah, that's what I have. Y'all, who in the world is this man? This is not the same Coach as last season. This man looks older, and he's just not giving what the last Coach gave. I'm not sure why he was written off the show. I don't know, but I'm just like, I know this is not. I know it's dark in the club, and I can't really remember, but I knew it when him. I knew it when him, and I'm like, okay, I guess it's the new Coach. So Mercedes, she goes to meet, Coach and his wife. She wasn't really feeling her. I mean, rightfully so, I guess. But so the wife, she gets to see the Mercedes experience, and I kind of felt like something was going to happen because the way when Mercedes started complimenting her on her photography, I was like, okay, okay, Mercedes, I see what you're doing. You're trying to, come in and, compliment the lady, but, I just wasn't surprised really about what happened with them because um the wife was so, she was uneasy about her at first. So well, after she got that Mercedes experience, honey, all that went out the window. And when Mercedes was doing her thing, first I love that song that was playing by Tiana Taylor and Kehlani, and Mercedes just looked so good, like. But y'all, I was so scared that she was gonna fall like the last episode. I'm like, Mercedes, please don't fall, please, please, please don't fall in front of this man and his wife. You're gonna have to go back to see Diamond, and we're gonna get scared again. So, um, y'all, Mercedes, like, she got on Coach, and she turned around, and the wife is topless, and the same way that Mercedes looked and Coach, I mean, I couldn't tell if they were shocked or disgusted, or maybe it was both. I'm not sure, but y'all, I looked the same way that Mercedes did when she turned around. So I'm like, oh wow, okay, this is what we doing. Okay, all right then. Okay, so hold on, y'all. I'm trying to get my notes. Okay, so while they're doing their thing, Terica keeps calling, um, and we see that after she calls the second time, it is the sheriff, and the sheriff has Shell, who is Terica's the mom who raised her, and Shell is passed out drunk, and now we know that's why Terica needed those extra boxes from her grandmother early in the episode. So Mercedes got to leave and go handle her business. So y'all, I for some reason I thought that Andre's wife was a nurse. I'm not sure why I thought that, but I think that she's a doctor. So shout out to her. Black doctors. Shout out to her. Um, moving on to okay, y'all. I don't know what Buddy name is. The one that had on the blue, the one that had on the blue, who I guess was affiliated with the gang that Lil Murder was in. I'm not sure what his name is, but when they were in the club or whatever, I think he said something about how Lil Murder wasn't really into Mississippi. And he said something about a diss track. And if y'all I think his friend name is Rome. If y'all see how he looked, I'm like, oh Lord, please don't tell me he's gonna out Lil Murder, because I think that he knows his business, because when the fight broke out outside and the same boy told he was talking to the girl, and Teak took up for her, and old boy was like, he you ain't even his type. And I'm like, oh man, he knows something. He definitely knows that they're down low. I don't know how he know, but he definitely knows something, because it was insinuated twice. So it's like other people have been saying, Lil Murder, he's like just now getting started, and it's a strong possibility that he's gonna get outed very soon. And it's scaring me, because I don't want nothing to happen to Lil Murder, especially before him and Clifford could even reconcile. Like, I want them to come back together some kind of way, and I don't want anything to happen to Lil Murder, and they won't even be able to do it. So I guess we just gotta stay tuned for that. Um, After Teak got shot, if y'all go back and well, not shot, Lord have mercy. Let me not say that's not what happened. I think it was somebody was shooting though, but if y'all go back and look on the last episode, if y'all look at how Lil Murder was like holding him, he was like, "Nigga, get off me!" Like, he was consoling him. Y'all got to go back and watch. Y'all ain't catching this. But Whisper, let's get on to her. She creeps me out a little bit. She's like she gives me weird vibes, but for some reason I think I like her better than Roulette, because even though Whisper is a little weird and she's giving out coke, um I just feel like I like her personality better than Roulette's, because Roulette, she is gonna be the one that is definitely gonna cause some problems. I'm telling y'all. So Mercedes, she's at the house drowning the mess out of Shell. And of course, we already knew that Mercedes and her ex-husband, who has passed, how they had relations, and she was underage. And I was actually glad that they talked about that age difference, because I'm like, how old was Mercedes? When she got with Cortez, as we know, she was 15. So like, what was he, 20? I don't know. I'm gonna assume he was in his 20s, but Mercedes thought that Shell was the one that was trying to keep her away from Terica, but Shell said that Cortez was basically like saying until his last breath, like, don't let Mercedes have Terica. And Terica, she hears the whole conversation, and I was actually glad that Terica, that she heard it, because maybe her and Mercedes can start anew from this and hopefully build their relationship. At least that's what I'm hoping. Child, Clifford done got on that dang pole. I'm talking about cheeks out. Clifford is a big. She is big, and she was just swinging on that pole. As we know, it was a stunt double, but I mean, it's TV. It is what it is. She did a thing. It really surprised me though. Um, Moving on to Andre. Look like he's gonna run for mayor, and it looks like Corbin is gonna back him, even though he said he would be stupid to do it. But I definitely think that he's gonna run. And y'all, Patrice and that dang dry chicken. Oh my god, I can like she is like the most cussing pastor I've ever seen. And it's so funny, because it's like, I'm not supposed to be laughing at you. I'm not supposed to like you right now. We don't like what you did to Mercedes. Why am I slick on your side? I don't understand, but I am. I am, and I'm wondering, when will Mercedes and her mom come face to face again, because y'all know the last time we seen them where they was at. We see that Teak and Lumurda have a conversation. They had um a moment, and apparently in jail, Lumurda was shanked by somebody, and He said the doctor said that he missed his kidney by a millimeter, and Teak was sent to the hole or whatever. First, I thought that something was gonna happen right there. I thought they were gonna get a little closer than they were, but they didn't. Um, oh yeah. I also like the intimate moment that Mississippi had with Lil Murda about on the postcard message to Uncle Clifford. I really like that. I really like the bond that Mississippi and Lil Murda share. It's just that I don't know what's gonna happen when he gets outed. Like, how are they gonna treat Mercedes different? I mean, not Mercedes, Mississippi different. Like, I just want to know how this stuff gonna play out because he's definitely gonna get outed this season. I can't see that not happening. I mean, old boy I already said he gonna put out a diss track or whatever. So yeah. So at the end, we see that Roulette, she done got out the car. Whoever that was, we don't even know because I can't even keep up with Roulette at this point. And she sees Big L and Gidget's ex, handling pills or whatever. Apparently, that was a storyline on season 1. And y'all, I'm gonna be honest, I really don't even remember that. So they got the oxy on the ground, and she sees it. I'm like, Lord, somehow, some kind of way, she gonna be involved in this some way, somehow. And who knows what's gonna happen after that. But y'all, this was a good episode. This video seemed like I've been recording for like 20 something minutes. But yeah, y'all. Thank y'all for watching this video. Give me a like if y'all enjoyed it. And leave me some comments down below. Tell me what y'all like about the season. Tell me some predictions. And yeah, I will see y'all in the next one. Oh yeah, I didn't even tell y'all why I wasn't even on camera today. Your girl hair is not done, but I still want to get this video out. But yeah, y'all, I'll see y'all in the next one. All right. Bye.